Hello aspirants, welcome to UPSC Ada 24/7. I am Vanika Vasvi, Faculty of Science and Technology and Environment and Ecology here at Ada 24/7 for the upcoming Target Labasna batch, which is completely in English medium for the target year 2023, 2024 and 2025. So I have an experience of over 7 years now, and I will be discussing in this session the best and the simple strategy which you can follow to ace your current affairs preparation for the 2023 and 24 batch. Okay, so we'll start, and let me brief you about a few of the things which we'll discuss in this session today. What makes current affairs important for this exam? Okay, why current affairs you should read to qualify this exam? We'll discuss this. Okay, we'll also see that from prelims point of view, what makes current affairs important. We'll see from mains point of view what makes this part in the UPSC syllabus very important. Then second thing we'll see is the sources to refer. Now, there is no specific book for current affairs. You'll read one book and you'll solve all the questions. There is no such book. Unlike your static syllabus, like for example, if you want to study the static portion of polity, you can refer Lakshmikant. If you want to study the static portion for, let's say, modern history, you can refer the Spectrum book. But for this current affairs, there is no such this specific book. Okay, no such standard book. The sources are scattered, and we'll see what sources to refer. Next thing we'll see is note making important for this exam? Note making of current affairs. If you are reading, suppose any source, whatever you are following up till now, okay, we'll see is note making important for that or not. Okay, both from prelims and mains point of view we'll see. Then what make revisions and mock practices for current affairs important? We'll see. Then we'll also see that what is the correlationship between this static and the dynamic portion of the syllabus, because alone studying dynamic portion of the syllabus will not help you ace the exam. Okay, so we'll establish the correlation between the topics, and we'll see how to study the static portion also as well as the current portion for this preparation. So let's begin with the importance of this current affairs for this exam. Now I have made this chart for you here. I have just done the micro listing of the this topics which are asked in this prelims exam, and we'll see why this current affairs is very important for this exam. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, see, this section I have specifically devoted to the current affairs, and here is I have mentioned the year. Okay, here I have mentioned the year wise. If we ignore this 2012, 13 and 14, the questions asked in those years, from 2015 onwards, can you see the number of questions asked from current affairs? In 2015, 22 questions were asked from current affairs. In 2016, 27 questions were asked from current affairs. In 2017, 15, then 2018, 14 questions were asked. Okay, then in 2019, 22 questions were asked. Last year, 27 questions were asked alone from the current affairs. Now see, current affairs is something which is not to be studied alone. Okay, it is the topic only which covers the current aspects of these topics are covered in the current affairs. Okay, let's take one example. Suppose the farmer protest was going on. Okay, so farmer bill becomes the current topic, but the topic farmer is not a dynamic topic. It's a very static topic. Since ages we have known this topic. Okay, so we'll see how can we do an integrated preparation. Okay, integrated preparation, and we can solve this current questions in the exams. Okay, so I hope with this figure your doubt is clear that what is the importance of current affairs in the exam. You can see the number of questions asked every year by UPSC, and I hope the trend will increase. Okay. Then let's see the importance in prelims exam. You can see some direct questions have been asked by UPSC from the current topics. Like the question was, one question was asked in this. This is a previous year question. This I have picked from PYQs, previous year questions, okay, of UPSC itself. So the question was asked about with reference to water credit. Okay, consider the following statements. It puts microfinance tools to work in water and sanitation sector. Okay, it is a global initiative launched under the aegis of World Health Organization and World Bank. Okay, it aims to enable the poor people to meet their water needs without depending on the subsidies. Now, I'm not going to discuss the answers with you here. I'm just emphasizing on the importance of the current topics which are there in the syllabus. Okay, this question was directly asked from the current affairs. Okay, next question, you can see R2 code of practices. This was also in the news that year, in the which year this question was asked. Okay, you will see some COVID related questions in your prelims as well as mains. So the importance is some direct questions have been asked by UPSC in prelims. Okay, now let us see what is the importance of current affairs in mains exam. Okay, so see, in mains questions will be asked either directly or indirectly. Like I have a few examples for you here. This is also the question I have picked from the past year question paper. See, the one question was asked, how is S-400 air defense system technically superior to any other system presently available in the world? Now, this S-400 air defense system was in news. So, UPSC picked the question directly from the current section. Okay. Then again, melting of this ice caps. Okay, you must be aware this is a very contemporary topic. I would not say current, but I would say it's a very contemporary topic. That is this climate change, global warming. These are very recent topics. Okay, so this melting of Arctic ice. This topic was directly picked by UPSC. Okay, so these are some of the direct questions which have been asked in a UPSC exam. Now let us see one or two indirect question. Now see, land reforms were introduced way back in our country. Okay, but so what you can say, this is a very static topic because land reforms is not a very recent topic. Okay, now, what is the importance of current affairs in this particular question? It is a static topic, but you have to write some current aspects of this particular topic, that is land reform. If you miss out, okay, if you miss out the current details or current facts of the particular topic, you will not be awarded more marks in your answers. Because see, 0.5 marks, 1 marks makes a huge difference in your selection. Okay, so maybe some other aspirant has written in his or her answer the current aspects of this topic. Okay, let us take the example of one topic from environment. Suppose Ramsar sites, one question is asked from Ramsar site. Now Ramsar site is something which was established way back. Okay, but you need to mention the current development, conservation measures, if any new Ramsar site is added to this particular this Ramsar sites. Okay, so you need to mention the current aspects of those particular topic in the answer itself to score more in mains. Okay, so indirect question also, whether they are static questions, so in that also current aspects you can current what aspect, some facts. Okay, like if a new Ramsar site is added to the already already existing site. Okay, so you need to mention those things in the answer. Okay, now let us see what are the sources to be referred for the preparation of this particular section. Now, as I already told you, there is no specific source for current affairs. You need to read the newspapers, you need to read the magazines. Okay, now first thing to refer to is newspaper. Okay, if you are someone not reading newspaper, okay, if you are someone not reading newspaper, I would not consider you a UPSC aspirant. Okay, why? Because newspaper reading is very important. It not only will improve your current affairs part, okay, but it is also important for developing your vocabulary, okay, for answer writing. Sometimes directly questions will be picked up from the newspapers by UPSC. Editorial reading, okay, how can we forget that? The editorials which we get in our newspapers, be it the Hindu, the Indian Express, okay, these both newspapers have editorials in them, and reading editorials will improve your answer writing by improving your introduction, okay, and you can directly copy the for some topic you can directly copy the introduction from the editorial itself. Okay, you can also note down the conclusions mentioned topic wise in the answers. Okay, so this is the importance of newspaper for this exam. Okay, now if you want to refer to the newspapers, you can refer the Hindu, okay, or the Indian Express. No need to refer both the newspapers at the same time. If you are someone who is following the Hindu, okay, you can read the Express explained section. Okay, explained Express has one explained section in it, in which it has very good points for the you can write for the answers as well. Okay, so this Express you can follow the explained section for your reference. Okay, next we'll see which magazines are important for the current affairs. Okay, so Yojana is a monthly magazine. It covers some current topics. Okay, then Kurukshetra and Down to Earth is also a magazine which can be referred to cover the current syllabus. Okay, so if you are not getting time to read newspapers, all those magazines, because see, you have to no, you don't have to ignore the static portion as well. You can't ignore history, you can't ignore polity just to cover your current affairs, right? So we at Adda 247 are providing you current affair compilations of the newspapers. Okay, I'll write here for your reference. The compilation will contain the stuffs from newspaper, Hindu and Indian Express. Mint is also covered in that. Okay, then magazines like Yojana, your Kurukshetra magazine, and Down to Earth magazine. So we are providing you with the compilation of this monthly compilation. It is okay. If you suppose missed out any newspaper any particular day, you can refer to our compilation provided by Adda 24/7. Okay. Now, next is practice. Very important thing I want to tell you. Only reading and reading won't help you to ace the exam. Okay, so practice is something. Practice of what? Practice of questions from current topics. Okay, practice of questions from the current affairs. Okay, now we will be providing you with mock tests as well. There will be sectional tests. Once we cover a particular topic, okay, there will be a section based test. Okay, for current affairs, classes will be held weekly. Okay, and after a few classes are covered, there will be a test for you. Okay, so in that, how test will help you to this help in the preparation of current affairs is, once you read the topic and you attempt that question. Okay, it will help you to understand your level in the this journey. Okay, because see, when you are relaxed or free, somebody else in other corner must be studying. Okay, so how will you know that you are able to score better in the exam? That is with the help of practicing mocks. Okay, watch the current affair lectures weekly which we are providing to you. Okay, and attempt the mocks to analyze your this what is your level of understanding of the current affairs. So I hope the sources are clear. If you have any doubt, you can just comment in the comment section. I'll try to address that. Okay. Next, we'll see, is note making essential for UPSC or not? Now, for prelims, I would not recommend you to make the notes, because see, current affairs 1 to 1.5 years, okay, are asked by UPSC. Okay, if you ask me, suppose this year on 5th June our prelims is there. Okay, so what time should you follow the current affairs? So I would say go back 1 to 1.5 years back and read the current affairs from that time. But if you start preparing the notes of 1 to 1.5 years, you will end up making huge compilation. You can open your publication house. Okay, so for prelims, I would not recommend to make notes. You can simply, okay, if you want, you can simply note down some facts in your in the book itself. You can put some sticky notes and all, and you can just put, but don't make separate copies for prelims. Okay, for mains, you can make it either digitally or in loose sheets. Okay, so like suppose you made one file of GS1, you made one file of GS2, okay, same way GS3, okay, and GS4. GS4 is ethics. Okay, now suppose you came across a very good example, okay, or a very recent development in geography or some other thing in you can note down that in your GS1 folder. Okay, if you are someone who is fond of making notes digitally, you can make folders of GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4. Okay, then for GS2, if suppose there is some recent Supreme Court judgments or some laws are made, okay, you can make that notes in the GS2 folder. Clear? Now GS3, if suppose there is some law or convention related to some climate change, for some there is some national park discovered, okay, there are some schemes in news for economics and all, you can note down that in GS3 folder. Okay, but please remember, again I am saying it should not exceed more than you can say 50 to 60 pages. Okay, just note down the keywords so that before the mains, when you read that, it should not take you more than 1 to 2 days for revision. Clear? Now for GS4, suppose you read in some editorial or there is some news about some bureaucrat performing very good, the bureaucrat has taken some very good action. Okay, so you can include that example in your case study. Okay, you can include that example in your case study. So you can make small point in point form. You can make, I'll just write here, in point form you can make the notes folder wise: GS1 one folder, GS2 other folder, GS3 and GS4. Okay, so again I am saying note making is your personal choice, but I am recommending not to make extensive notes for prelims, because we are providing you sufficient materials from our end, from Adda 24/7, okay, to refer to. Okay, for current affairs especially, we are covering all the newspapers, we are covering all the magazines. So more or less every topic is covered in the monthly compilation itself. No need to make another folder, another bundle of notes. Okay, it will just waste your time. Okay, so I hope notes making part is clear to you. Okay, okay, so let's move on to the importance of revision. Okay, Why we you must have heard of many toppers saying, many other teachers who are teaching to the this UPSC, they must be emphasizing every time on the importance of revision. What makes revision so important for this exam is revision of the topics. Which topics? Any topic, economics, let's say any scheme is there, okay, for polity, any judgment of Supreme Court is there, okay, any Supreme Court judgment is there, some recent national parks or wildlife sanctuaries are discovered, some facts about datas about something, some any other topic, okay. It will help to boost your confidence. If you revise again and again, you will score good in test, okay. If you score good in test, it will help you boost your confidence. Because sometimes what happens, even I have seen aspirants, before 1 or 2 months of the prelims, they will think of quitting this year exam, and they will say that next year I'll perform better, okay. So from where this from where that aspirant has got underconfident, it's because he or she has not done sufficient revision. So revise, revise and revise. We have seen this recent movie, okay, RRR, okay. So revision, revision and revision is very important for boosting your confidence to appear in the exam, okay. Then managing pressure in the exam hall. Let's take an example. You are sitting in a prelims examination hall, and first 10 questions are very difficult. You have not studied that topic, because we can't study cover 100% of the syllabus to before the exam, okay. We cover some for every, even any topper would not read all the 100% of the syllabus, okay. So this will build up pressure on you कि अरे this 10 questions I'm not knowing, so how will I qualify this prelim. And what you do, those 10 questions will let you mark the other 20-40 questions wrong, okay. So once you have done sufficient revision, you can manage the pressure in the examination hall as well. Clear? Okay. Now the third and the very important topic about this importance of revision is, it helps in eliminating the options and intelligent guessing. As I stated earlier, that even the topper of this exam would not do 100 questions correctly. Okay. Any topper would know 30 to 40 questions 100%. Okay. Next 40-50 questions are solved by the intelligent guessing. And your intelligent guessing will be stronger only when you are doing sufficient revision before appearing in the examination. Clear? Let me explain this with one question. Okay. Suppose this question was asked in this prelims, okay, about the Chauset Yogini temple. This Chauset Yogini temple was in news. Okay, you must have read about the building of the new parliament. Okay, so it is believed that this Chauset Yogini temple only inspired the structure of the this our new parliament. So this temple was in news. Now UPSC asked directly one question from that. With reference to the Chauset Yogini temple situated near Morena, consider the following statements. It is a circular temple built during the reign of Kachchap Ghat dynasty. Okay, this is our statement 1. Statement 2 is, it is the only circular temple built in India. Okay, it was meant to promote the Vaishnav cult in the region. Okay, and the fourth statement is, its design has given rise to a popular belief that it was the inspiration behind the Indian Parliament. Clear? So, now see, this statement is emphasizing it is the only circular temple built in India. Okay, but if you have visited many temples, you must be have seen that we have many other temples also, okay, which are circular in shape. And there is a this very famous tendency in UPSC that the questions which are extreme ends, okay, which are extreme question, the statement is wrong. It Doesn't happen always, but in most of the cases the extreme statements are wrong. Okay, so see, you have made, suppose you before going to the examination hall you forgot to read about this temple, or you missed somewhere reading about this. Okay, now your intelligent guessing will help you to reach to the answer of this question. How? If you eliminated option 2. Okay, see, we have 2 in A also, 2 in B also, and 2 in C also. Sorry, D also. Okay. So if you eliminated option 2, you can eliminate here A, B and D. And this is our answer, that is 1 and 4. So see how you applied your intelligent guessing and you reached to the answer of this question. Okay, so this is the importance of revision. With revision you can do this intelligent guessing and you can eliminate the options to reach the answer. Again I'll repeat, revision is very important. Okay, either for this current section or your static section, but here I am emphasizing on the current section. Okay, it will boost your confidence, it will help you to manage pressure in the examination hall, and also help you to eliminate the options. Now, how we can establish the correlation between the static and dynamic, because we don't have to study the dynamic separately. Dynamic means current affairs. We don't have to study this current affairs separately. Okay, we have to first study the static portion. Okay, then we have to reach to the current aspects of that particular topic. Okay, again I would use the word linking. Okay, link the static with the current and study. This will only help you to cover the syllabus on time and qualify. It will help you to qualify the exam. Now let me give you one example how it will help you to how correlation will help you. Okay, it will help you to understand the historical background of that particular topic. Now I took the example of Ramsar sites. Okay, I'll again use that same example. Suppose the example of Ramsar sites are there. Okay, now you need to know the, when you are, suppose you came across in newspaper that a new Ramsar site has been identified or added to the already existing sites. Okay, so you will there will be curiosity in your mind. What are these sites? Okay, so you will read about the historical backgrounds. Okay, let us take one more example. Suppose there is any recent Supreme Court, okay, judgment. There is any recent Supreme Court judgment about anything. Okay, I'm not going into a specific topic. Okay, there's a recent Supreme Court judgment about any particular law or any particular case. Now, when you read it in the newspaper, you will definitely go back and see the background of that topic. That from where that topic has started, what has it, what all incidences have led to the current judgment. Clear? Okay. So if you link and study, it will be, then second point, I'll just explain you. It will make your study interesting. Okay. Reading only the static part, reading only Lakshmikant without referring to the current aspects of the topic, okay, will make the preparation very boring. Okay. So to make the preparation interesting, you need to interlink the static with current and current with static. Okay. Suppose in Lakshmikant you'll see a chapter governor. Okay. But there was some news last year about this topic. Okay, so if you read only about the appointment of governor or salary of governor or the removal of governor, it will be very boring. But if you read about the recent current aspects of this topic will become very interesting for you and you will cover this topic on time. Okay, so this is the importance of correlation when you do correlation between the static and the dynamic topic. Okay, okay, So now let me tell you about this special batch which we are starting from 11th May. Okay, this is Target Labasna batch, and it will cover your prelims, interview, mains and interview stages. Okay, classes are starting from 11th May, and once you go to the website of Adda 24/7, okay, you'll find the this details of this course. Okay, the timing for this is 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Okay, and in this we will have your live classes, recorded classes in case you have missed the live classes. Okay, and this for the current affairs, because this session is about the current affairs. Okay, what we have is we'll have weekly current affairs classes for you all. Okay, so that your weekly current topics are covered in this. Okay, then after one material is the current affair classes. Okay, then other thing is you will be provided with the compilations of the current affairs. Okay, compilations of newspaper, okay, and the magazines. Okay, compilations of the newspapers and the magazines. Newspaper will be including your the Hindu and the Indian Express, and magazines will include your Yojana, Kurukshetra and Down to Earth. Okay, so I hope you understood the importance of current affairs for this exam. Okay, and you have to start, if you are targeting 2023, okay, you have to start focusing on the current affairs from now itself. Please start reading the newspapers. If you're missing it, don't miss it any day except for some emergency situations. Okay, read the newspapers, especially the economic section of the newspaper. Okay, every Sunday you'll find a specific page devoted to science and technology, the recent developments in science and technology. Okay, so every Sunday read that particular page of the Hindu, if you're reading the Hindu. Okay, then don't ignore all the political news and some other news which is out of the syllabus. Now, very important thing I want to tell you: how will you identify which topics you have to read and which topics you have to ignore? For that, you need to learn the syllabus of UPSC. Okay, it should be on the tip of your tongue. Clear? So after this session ends, go and download the syllabus of UPSC. Take a printout of that, stick on the wall or keep it on your table daily. Okay, revise it for 5 to 10 minutes. If you do it continuously for 1 week, na, you'll I guarantee you'll learn the syllabus. Okay, now when the syllabus is on the tip of your tongue and you are sitting to read the Hindu, okay, it will be very easy for you to identify the topics. Like we have for polity, you will find the topic Supreme Court. Okay, if you suppose in newspaper you read some recent developments, okay, or some recent judgments are there, it will directly click your mind that yes, this topic was in the syllabus, so I need to read this from the newspaper. Okay, for environment, for science and tech, I told you that there is a specific page devoted by Hindu on every Sunday. Okay, read that page very carefully. Okay, and for note making also, I told you that no need to make notes separately because we are already providing you with the compilation part. Okay, if you want, you can just make a micro notes in your digitally if you want to make, or in loose sheets. For mains you can that write down. Okay, then I also told you about how to establish the correlation between the static and the current topic. First, finish the static part. Don't directly jump to the current section. Your static part needs to be very, you should be very thorough with the static part, especially the NCRTs. Okay, when you read some topic and you're reading the newspaper, you will learn the correlation between that. Okay, because NCRTs will cover your static and newspaper will parallelly cover the current sections. Okay, so again I will tell you that no need to read about current affairs separately. Do it parallelly with your this static part. Okay, So I hope this session is useful for you in some or the other way. Okay, so please go and watch the syllabus and just take a printout of that and learn it by heart, so that you need to understand what topics to read and what topics not to read. Okay, so I'll be ending this